to Athens. We're in Greece.
Woo! Paros, Paros.
We got a plane to Athens, and after a 2-hour flight delay, we made it to the Greek island of Paros. We were shocked at how tiny this airport was. I mean, look at this thing. It's like maybe 1,500 square feet. You could literally see them loading the bags onto a conveyor belt, and then just on the other side of like the drywall wall from the outside, you could see the baggage claim. We got a taxi to the Cosme Hotel, which is located right on the beach, and we were welcomed by lemonade, a bottle of wine, and some food. After settling into our hotel room, we walked about 7 minutes to the town of Naousa, where we walked around a little bit before eating at a place called Peter Frank.
Very happy guy.
Genuinely happy.
Peter Frank.
Peter Frank had some amazingly delicious food, and it was surprisingly cheap. Smells so good. I mean, just look at that big block of feta cheese. After Peter Frank, we got some gelato and then just walked around the town for a little bit and enjoyed the sunset. I really wanted to swim here, but it was like 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so it was too cold.
The next morning, we had our complimentary breakfast, which was not a buffet style, but actually ordered off of a menu. We weren't sure how much to order, so we ordered all of this amazing food. And then that day, we went to the pool and had some really amazing smoothies. The water of the pool was extremely cold, but the sun felt honestly really nice. It was just so nice to relax for a day after all of our Italian adventures. We ended up walking over to Naousa town, and it was just so beautiful, so many beautiful spots, and it was truly a photographer's dream.
Watch your step, yeah. Watch your step.
There were also so many stray cats. They were all really, really cute, and I'm sure that the people that live there feed them all the time. There were just so many. But the town was just, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I could not stop myself from taking more photos.
I guess you could call it a coffee or gelato.
When we got back to our hotel, they had brought us these refreshments that they ended up bringing every evening. And then somehow I convinced Michael to do a photo session while we were in Greece. And so we met up with this guy named Chris Valantis, who drove us to and from our hotel. And he brought us to a town called Peroika, which was really fun to just see a new town. And we just walked through the city and took photos with him. It was so fun. And then we ended off our night at a restaurant called Yemeni, which was in Naousa town in one of kind of the alleyways, which was a really beautiful atmosphere. It's such a cute town.
I think complimentary breakfast is something that we just always look forward to. After breakfast, we rented a buggy so that we could go beach hopping as well as tour parts of the island for the day. We visited Monastery Beach, and then afterward we visited Kalibitres Beach, which had the clearest water and was so beautiful. Another one of here. Yeah. The lens under the water. Then we decided to stop at our hotel real quick, and our GPS took us down what appears to be a private road. We're still not really sure to this day. When we got to the end, there was a very, very angry security guard that came to scold and yell at us until a nice local woman came and yelled and fired right back at him, saying that he has no right to do so as it's very unclear who actually even owns the land or if he's even a legitimate security guard. Thanks to that lady's presence, it allowed us to continue our journey to another beach and then to another town called Marpisa. We didn't feel like staying too long because I felt like I was coming down with a cold or a flu or something. So we headed back into town to return the buggy and go get dinner.
Our amenities that were just left us. What is that? Like a chocolate?
For dinner, we actually ate at a more Italian-themed restaurant that was recommended to us by some locals. Then we picked up some cold medication from a pharmacy, and then we got this traditional Greek dessert that was just absolutely delicious.
Michael was definitely sick the next day and had a pretty intense fever, so he hung out in the room and pretty much slept all day. We ordered breakfast up to the room, and then I went to go read by the pool and just have lunch. We had booked massages at the spa, but because Michael was sick, he couldn't come with me, but I ended up still going. And then after that, I decided to walk over to Naosa and grab us some food, and I bet you can't guess what we got. Pita Frank for probably the third or fourth time. The next morning was our travel day home, and we caught a taxi to the airport and then a plane to Athens. From Athens, we caught a plane to Istanbul, and then from Istanbul to Seattle, and then from Seattle to Spokane. So it was a really long day of traveling, especially for Michael, who was sick. And it also felt like there were so many people around us that were hacking away, or kids or babies that were crying, but we made it home safely, and overall it was just the best trip ever.